So what happens is we always try to get into relationship when we are 18 and above. And this time you have lived with your family for those many years. All right? You have lived with your family for over 16 years or over 18 years. You have had friends for the past 12 or 10 years. When you are in school, when you are in college, when you are in the university, you had friends. Then you find a woman and a woman comes into your life. You find a man and a man comes into your life. And you start a relationship. You see, these friends, you can't kick them away. Your family members, you can't kick them away. They have to be part of you. But now, a situation comes when you want to introduce your part of family and friends and relatives into your life to become part of your relationship. This is where the problem starts. Your relationship should be the last thing that your friends should know about. And number one, this is the first mistake that we do with our relationship. The moment you start seeking advice from your friends and family to solve your issues in a relationship, that is 50% destruction to your relationship. 50% you have started destroying your relationship. The moment you rely on solutions from your friends and families, you are destroying your relationship by half percentage mark, which is 50%. I will give you the reasons. You see, when you are dating, you do not know within your family who is happy and who is not happy with your relationship. When you are dating, you do not know who amongst your friends is happy or is not happy with your relationship. And there are those who are praying day and night that, oh, we shall see. There are those who are praying day and night for the time that you guys will come down. There are those people who are praying day and night for that time that your relationship is going to crash. And that's why the moment you start seeking advice, not advice, just general advice for, improving your relationship and all the rest, that is fine. Ask your friends how to improve your relationship. Ask them how things happen. But if you have a problem, you have a misunderstanding, you have an argument, you have a conflict in your relationship, the people who are allowed to come in is, number one, the two people who are arguing, you and your partner. Number two is a person who is called a relationship coach, a person you don't know, a person who doesn't know you, not your pastor, not your mother, not your father, not your best friend, not even your brothers or your sisters. It has to be someone you completely don't know. A person who doesn't know your husband, a person who doesn't know you, a person who will not side you and he will not side your husband, someone who doesn't know your history. You know, there are some people who are coming to advise you and start bringing your history, your past history. He wants to remind you how your father never managed a certain kind of a relationship. He wants to remind you how your brothers or your sisters have divorced in the past. He wants to remind you how your auntie or maybe your ancestors and your generation have failed in their relationship. You see what happens with such kind of things? They bring fear into your body. They don't help you. They bring fear and you start to fear. You start to getting cold. Those cold pushes you away from your relationship. The moment somebody starts reminding you of the failures that is in your lineage, failures that has happened, you see, this is why I'm telling you, this is why I told you that this girl cannot make a good marriage. You see, this girl's mother divorced long time ago. This girl's sister, the elder sister, is not even married. This girl's aunt, I don't know, has been married 20 times. You see, those things bring fear into you. And you see, people, what kills us, kills our businesses, kills our lives, make us fail even in education, is fear. The moment you accept fear to come into you, you are dead. In my community, in my community where I come from, I'm a born Kenyan, born from a community called Luos. So in Luos, we say chira. Chira means chir or a. Like chir has left. Like it is the strength. You know, chir in my language, in my community, chir means strength. You don't fear. You have the strength. So when somebody brings such kind of information into you, all right, the strength disappears. It goes away. It disappears completely. And the moment it disappears, you become fearful. And that fear is what kills people. There is nothing, I always tell people from my community, there is nothing like chira. It is chir or a, like the fear is gone. So once, like, not the fear, sorry, but the strength is gone. So what is here, remaining here, is fear. So this fear is what is going to kill you. So the moment you allow people to bring your stories, past histories, you know, things that never happened, things that cannot happen, absolutely 100%, it's not going to happen. So seeking advice from friends, families, and relatives, and those people we call pastors, those people we call, I don't know, aunties, and those people who know you completely will never help you. They will help you at a 10%, but 50%, these people will tear you down. All right? Number 2, when you have a relationship, stop sharing with your friends and your families. Your relationship wins. The moment you win, the moment you are happy in your house, the moment you get those gifts, the moment he's hitting you nicely, the moment he's a man who gives you what you want, how you feel it, they make you complete. Sexually, they're active, they're good in bed, they're whatever. Stop sitting down with your friends and start sharing all this shit. We call them shit when you remove them from your secrecy. But they are perfect things when you keep them within your relationship. The moment you start spreading them outside, they become a shit. The moment you go to your friends and you tell them how good your man is in bed, the moment you go to your friends and you tell them how good your woman is in bed, you are trying to tell them that, you know what, there is a honey somewhere there, but the only problem is the bees are still there. The moment you remove the bees, you can taste the honey. You know what I mean? My wife knows how to do it, but right now I've got him, or I've got her. So if you can push me away and get her, you're gonna find how good she is in bed. You know, the honey is over there. It's an organic honey, a traditional honey, but the bees are still around. So what you need to do is to remove the bee and take the honey. So the pleasure and feeling like, you know, I need to share this, I need to tell people, I need to boast how good it is going to kill your relationship. And you know how it's going to kill? You will start accusing your man. How could you do this with my best friend? How could you? How could you? Where did you get the audacity to do this? How could you cheat me with my best friend? You know where it starts? It starts with you. Your best friend didn't know that that guy was so good in doing it until you told them. It started with you. Your best friend didn't know that your woman is good. She's slippery. She's good. You can go without feeling any, you know, like you're getting stuck. You can swim nicely. They didn't know until that time you started telling them. So they also want to try. They are like, so that side it's good. I'm having one that's not good. I've got to get it. Stop sharing your relationship wins with friends. Number 2, gifts. Every time women are like, oh, you know, last month I got a birthday present from him. He bought me a birthday present. You know, James told me that we are going to Paris for a month, and so this clothes I'm wearing, he's the one who bought it. Stop sharing your relationship wins with friends and family. Your family will be questioning themselves. He's only buying for her. What about us? Since she came into our life, he stopped buying us presents. He keep on buying her. Since this woman, this witch came into our family, our brother changed. Since this witch came into our family, my son changed completely. Since this witch came into our family, our cousin changed. He never visits. He's not buying us anything. When you call him for help, he's always not having it. Stop sharing your wins with friends and family. Whatever he buys for you, keep it for you. Whatever she buys for you, keep it for you. You will become a witch in that home. You will become the home wrecker. You will become an enemy to your mom-in-law. You will become an enemy to your brothers and sisters-in-law. You will become an enemy to your friends. In fact, your friends will start claiming that since you came into the life of that guy, the guy changed. The guy is no longer taking us out. The guy is no longer partying with us because that witch came and that witch took him over. The question is, if I came into his life, I have to take over his life. Because we are told that when two people of like-minded come together as husband and wife, they will leave their families and the two shall become one. So we need to take over these people and become one thing. But you don't need to show to the world and to the family that you've taken them over. So we say that relationship has to be private. Private, not that you have to be hidden. Private, not that you cannot be shown that, oh, I'm dating so and so. But it has to be private. Private in terms of the things within that relationship. It is not the relationship itself. People must know that we are dating. People must know that we are married. But people must not know that we are winning. Let people just see things happening. Let them keep on gazing. Let people gaze whatever is happening in your relationship. Don't be the mouthpiece of each and every win in your relationship. The world has become another world. A world where people want to bring others down. A world where everybody wants to win, but no one wants another person to be on top of them. Today in this generation, everyone is ready for your win. People are going to support you to win. But the moment you will win more than them, they will make sure you come down. Number 3, trusting your friends around your relationship. You see, I know you have got your besties. I know you've got those friends that you trust so much you can even leave them with your man in one room. I know there are those friends that you trust so much you can even leave them in the same room with your woman. I know there are those friends and families who visit your house every time even when you are not there. You're working, you're a man, you're working outside, and your woman is home every day. And there are people who visit your home, your cousins, your friends, some of your family members of the opposite sex, of the same sex like you. They're visiting your home. You trust them so much. Let me tell you something. I know people are not going to feel good with what I'm going to say. But I can tell you that this generation we are living in today, never trust anyone, even your own brother. Never trust anyone, especially with your relationship, even your own sister. The moment you are married, the moment you are dating, there is no way you can trust any man or woman with your spouse, or your partner. Never. People come and tell me that, no, we've been friends for so long, listen to me. The day you will be hurt, the day they will do it, it will not be the first time. It will be only the day you realize. That is what happens. It happens until that day you will realize. Like it happens until the day you will catch them. It happens until that day you will know. A lot of shit happen. Some people confess that they do it. Some people kill their brothers. Others kill even their parents. Some people kill their best friends because of sleeping around with their wives, because of sleeping around with their partners. Some people kill because of someone bringing secrets that have been kept away from that relationship. Listen, people, I have talked about this and I will repeat again. There are some things, I say that, we should not always keep secrets from our spouses, but there comes a time that there are some secrets that you have to keep away from your woman or man. There comes a time that there are some secrets that you have to keep away from them for peace of your relationship. It's not about, you have to share everything for you to be, authentic and trustworthy. There are some things that you have to keep away for the peace of your relationship. Sometimes there are some help. Like, for example, you're paying school fees maybe for your relative somewhere. You don't have to tell everything to your spouses. Sometimes you have to keep it away from him. Just the same way I'm advising you here, that you see your money, your wins, whatever you are being bought, whatever you are doing to your wife, whatever your husband is doing for you, whatever your wife is doing, keep it as a secret to yourself. The same way, if you are a man or you are a wife or you are a woman, and perhaps you are helping your relative, helping someone, keep it a secret unless you can't do it alone. Because everyone is jealous, even we ourselves, we are jealous. We too are jealous. The moment you start telling your wife how much money you are spending to pay school fees to your brother, and she's here wondering what to wear in the next birthday, she's here wondering that is where the problem will start. And you see, you want to keep your relationship and you want to keep your family together. So there are some things that we have to keep away from our family members. There are things that we have to keep away from our wives. And you know what happens? The moment you keep it away as a secret, and then you allow those people you call your friends, you allow those people you call your family members to come when you are not at home, those secrets will be revealed. And the moment they are revealed, that is the topic we are talking about today. Your relationship will be killed. Relationship killer. Putting friends and families in your relationship. Do not trust anyone. Do not trust even your pastor with your wife, your pastor with your husband. Do not trust anyone. We are in a world where people only know when they find out. People pretend that, he's good, he's a pastor, he's a that. Listen, people, we are all human beings. We are all human beings. And I will tell people this. If you are a Christian here and you understand the Bible so well, how would you trust pastor so much more than the way Thomas did not trust Jesus? A pastor who read Jesus in the Bible, how will he be good more than Thomas who was walking with Jesus? We must understand that pastors are human beings. We must understand that our friends are human beings. And we must understand that we cannot trust anyone. How can pastors be more trustable than Simon Peter, who betrayed Jesus? Who walked and saw all the miracles. He never read it from the Bible. He was right there with him. And he saw all the miracles happening. He saw how Jesus was healing people, but still he betrayed him. Who is a pastor? Somebody tell me. How angel-wise he is to be the greatest guy to be trusted with our wives. Come on, people. They are not bad people, but they are humans. They are not bad people, but we must always remember they are human. The moment you get into a relationship, trust you and yourself. Do not even trust the person you're dating. The trust has to be there, but do not trust them 100%. Do not just assume. You see, sometimes they don't want to do it, but pressure of being a human being, our weakness of being a human being. Maybe you've been tapped somewhere that you've never been tapped. Maybe somebody tells you something that no one has ever told you. Maybe somebody shows you amount of money you've never seen. You know, then you get yourself messing up. And after messing up, you realize when it's done. That's when you start like, oh my goodness, this was not my intention. I did not intend to do this. I was not expecting such kind of a thing to happen. I just went to ask for school fees for my brother or my son or my daughter. You know, I went to my cousin. I went to my husband's cousin, or I went to my husband's brother to ask for assistance. And I had no alternative. My husband is so sick. He's bedridden. They need 1 million Kenya shillings or 1 million naira or $1 million, and I cannot get this money. When I went to his brother showed me money and he wanted to sleep with me before he gives me the money. I resisted, but when I thought about my husband, I had no choice. That is how we mess. We are weak. We are weak humanity. We are weak. We can always get into troubles. So you don't want to trust your relationship wins. Your relationship with your friends and families. Do not trust your relationship with anybody.